In this video series, we are going to learn statistical functions. Excel provides a wide range of statistical functions that perform calculations from basic to complex like average, mean, median, mode, statistical distribution, deviation, variance, trendline functions, etc. Now we will see the practical part of it. The first function is average. Here we are going to find out the average on group of numbers or list of numbers. Average is nothing but sum divided by total number of entries. To go for insert function dialog box, there are many different ways are there. From the home tab, editing, auto sum, just click on this arrow. More functions, then insert function dialog box will be displayed. Select the category statistical. This is one way. The other way, formulas, function library, more functions, statistical, then average, then insert function. We can even make use of the shortcut key shift and function key F3. In that case, insert function dialog box will be displayed. Now we will find out the average. Select average, click OK. Select the range, then click OK. It will display the result. If numbers are scattered, how to enter the formula? Equal, type average, and here we can see in the pull down list average has come. Just do double click on this one. Select 5, 12, 8, 9, close the parenthesis, and we can see here the result. Next we will see the count function. Count function will count only the numbers from the list. Let's see this one. Equal, count, open parenthesis, select the list. In this particular list we have numbers, we have blank cells, and we have even the letters. Close the parenthesis, and we can see the result is 5. And when we see this list, there are 5 numbers are available. Next function is count a. Count a function will count all type of information. It can be text, it can be numbers, or it can be error values, but this particular function will not count the blank cells. Let's enter the formula. Count A, select the range, close the parenthesis, enter. We can see here there are total 8 are there. When we count, we can see there are total 8 values are available in the list. Next function is count blank. This particular function will count only the blank cells in the list. Let's enter the formula. Equal, count blank, select the range. In the range there are only 2 cells are there which are blank. Close the parenthesis, enter. Next function is countf function. Countf function counts the number of cells in a range or in a list which meets a particular condition or a criteria. Let's see the example for this one. Statistical category, and in this one we have to go for countf. This will take 2 different parameters. One is the range, the other one is criteria or the condition. Click OK. In case of range, Select the list from the D column. Criteria, we will count for number of apples in the list. The data is in the form of text format. For that sake, we have to provide it in double quotes. Apples, then double quotes. Click OK. Right now we can see there are total 4 are available. In the same way, we will check for mangoes and strawberry. Just do double click. Instead of apples, type mangoes. Then there are 3 are available. The same way, we will check for strawberry. In case of strawberry, there are 2 are available. Next is frequency function. This will return how often valifs occur within a set of data or within a particular range or a list. This will return in the form of vertical array of numbers. In simple words, frequency function counts how many times valifs fall within a specific range or within a particular specific intervals. Let's see the example here. There are 2 different columns are there. The first column, data, where we have the list of random numbers. In the other column, D column, we have the range or intervals, that is 10 to 50 is taken. We have to find out how many numbers will fall under the category 0 to 10. Second one is from 11 to 20. How many numbers fall under the category 21 to 30. Next we have to see for 31 to 40. And later we have to see from 41 to 50. Above 50 also has to be counted. That will go for the last cell. Before we enter the formula, in E column, select the list of cells and one extra cell. Why one extra cell? Above 50 category numbers will go for this particular last cell. Let's go back to insert function dialog box. Frequency. Select for frequency. This will take 2 different parameters. One is data, other one will be the range. Data array. Array is nothing but collection of similar type of data. Data array, we have to select for this range. Bins array, select the D column, that is intervals. If we click OK, we will be having the output only for the first category. There are 2 numbers are there, 4 and 6, which belongs to the category 10. But we have to find out for remaining ranges. In that case, we are not supposed to click OK. Select once again. Go back to the function. Frequency. Then select for data array. Then bins array. Don't click OK. If you click OK, only we will be getting the result for the first range. Here we have to press Ctrl Shift Enter key. In that case, we will be having the result for all the ranges. We can see here 4 and 6 belongs to the category 10. 11 to 20 we can see 15. For that sake the result is 1. 30, 22, 28, 29 belongs to this particular category. For that sake the result is 3. 40, 33 and 40 belongs to this particular category. For that sake the result is 2. Then we have 45, which belongs to this particular category, and the result is 1. Above 50, we can see here there are 3 numbers are there. For that sake, here we have the result 3. Next is geomean. Geomean is nothing but geometric mean function is the average rate of return of a set of values calculated with the products of the terms. Let's see the example. Equal geomean. Then we will provide the number. Close the parenthesis, and here we can see the result. This function returns the geometric mean of an array or range of positive data. Next function is harmean. Harmean function returns the harmonic mean for a set of numbers. The harmonic mean is the reciprocal of the arithmetic mean of reciprocals. Let's see the function. Equal harmonic mean, open parenthesis, select the range, close the parenthesis, enter. We can see here the result. Next function is large function. Large function returns the nth largest value from the range or from the list or maybe from the set of numbers. Let's see the function. Large, this will take 2 different parameters. One is the array where we have to provide the list or the range. K indicates here whether it is a first largest number or second largest number or the fifth largest number from the list. Click OK. Provide the list. K will be, let's take here for the first largest number is 99. Let's go for second largest number in the list is 60. In the same way, we will see for fifth largest number in the list, that is 20. Next function is max function. Max indicates here maximum. This particular function returns only the largest value from the list or from the particular array. Let's see the function. Let's see the example. Equal max, open parenthesis, select the range, close the parenthesis, enter. You can see here 99 is the largest number in the list. Next function is median function. This particular function returns the middlemost number from the list or from the range. Let's see the example for this particular function. Median, and here we have to provide the list or list of random numbers. We will take this particular range, then click OK, and here we have the result. Next function is min function. Min indicates here minimum. This particular function returns the minimum value from the list or from the range or nothing but smallest value from the list. Let's see the example. Equal min, select the range, close parenthesis, enter. We can see here minimum value or the smallest value is 2 from the list. Next function is mode function. Mode function returns the most frequently occurring number from the list or from the range. Let's see the example. Equal mode select the range, close the parenthesis, enter. We can see from the list the most repetitive number is 2. Next one is permute. Permute indicates here permutations. This function returns the number of permutations for a specified number of items. Let's see the example for this particular function. This particular function will take two different parameters. One is number, the other one is number chosen. Number indicates here number of items. Number chosen indicates here number of items in each permutation. Click OK. Enter the parameters. Then 2. Then the result will be 12. Next function is small function. This particular function will return the nth smallest value from the list or maybe from the range or maybe from the set of numbers. Let's see the example for this particular function. Small open parenthesis array. We have to select here the list, comma. K indicates here whether the first smallest number, second smallest number or seventh smallest number, that has to be mentioned here. Just provide here 1. This will return the first smallest number from the list. In the same way, this can be changed to the third smallest number in the list. Third smallest number from the list is 7. We can change this one to fifth smallest number in the list. Next is standard deviation function. This function calculates the standard deviation for a set of data or numbers. This function measures how much variance there is in a set of numbers compared to the average of the numbers. Let's see the example for this particular function. In that case, we are going to consider this particular table and we are going to take for the marks. Equal standard deviation. Then select here for the marks, close parenthesis, enter, and we can see here the result. We are going to see few more examples for COUNTIF function. Right now we will be working on numbers. COUNTIF function. Select the range and here the criteria will be numbers which are greater than 40 will be counted. In that case the result is only 3. Means we are counting where the numbers are greater than 40. In the same way we will be changing here. We are using here relational operators, that is greater than, lesser than, greater than, equals to, lesser than, equals to, equal. In that case here the output will be 4. In the same way here we are going to change the criteria. This will be lesser than, equals to 40. The output will be 5. Right now we will see here for lesser than 40. In that case this will be 4. Now we will see, we are not going to count for 40, leaving 40, remaining numbers will be counted. In that case, the output will be 7. This completes the statistical functions. In the next video series, we are going to learn other functions. Thank you.